Okay, so I basically started off by watering the garden this morning, and there was a little rainbow. Look how cute that is. We have like renga and some squash in there. Then I went inside, I started preparing the chicken. You know how to use that lemon. I just did that and set it to the side. Of course, I made sure that the sink was washed before I did this. Then I took the chicken, I started putting it in aluminum foil, then realized I was gonna need more space, so I started turning it around and then putting it closer to each other. And I didn't want to do too much because I had already known it was gonna be a long day, so I only used these two seasonings and then a little cayenne pepper, for a little spice and a kick. Didn't want to do too much, just enough. So once I did that, I just started massaging the chicken. Make sure it goes in there real good. And then this is how it looked after. And after that, I put it in the oven, which was preheated. And then I took a little break and had some cereal because I was hungry. After that, I went in and I did turn it around. And because there was so much broth, I had to make sure I took that out because I didn't want the chicken to be soggy. I wanted it to be crispy. So here I am, just removing some of that broth. Then I went ahead and I cut some meat up, and this meat was already kind of like cooked, which is why it's not as pink. And then we're just gonna like fry it or something like that. And then my little sister ended up making the taco meat, and this is just like me helping her a little bit. She told me to make sure that I don't take no credit for her work, so I'm just giving the credit to her. And this is the kit that we bought so that we can use, and it has the sauce and everything. This is how the chicken looked after. It was so good. There was like one left and I had to save it for myself. Then I went and washed the sink because I was going to prepare some more meat. Make sure that was nicely washed. And I took some gold, and this time I didn't really use lemon just because it was already prepared. So I just used some water, and then I went ahead and put it into another aluminum foil tray. So this is how the meat looked all together in the aluminum foil. And we just put this in the oven and then added some bell peppers and onions, some Maggi seasoning on it. And it all came together really well. And here I am outside preparing where we're going to put the food. So we put these aluminum foil trays on, put some water in it. But I had to go to BJ's to get some things like the lighters that you put under them, and I was hungry, so I took a little snack, my little beanie. So yeah, I went and drove to get that and to get some ice at BJ's. And once I arrived, I almost forgot my beanie in the car, so I had to grab that and finish it in the store because I was still hungry. And here's just me going in the store. So I went and I got what I needed. And me being African, here's me carrying it around on my head with those sleeping braids that I had. No scarf, no hat, no nothing. Just walked out the house like that. I got the ice. If you guys ever need ice, go to BJ's because this ice, like I'm telling you, it was outside overnight and we came back and the ice was still good. But yeah, I took it, and somebody in front of me for some reason decided to buy like a whole set of matches. I don't know. I went home, put the ice in the drinks. Yep. And then me being me, spilled some, picked it up. And then I had to go wash another thing because we had a whole bunch of drinks. So I washed that and I made sure we put some more drinks in there. Then I went back inside the house and I prepared some fries. I prepared like 2 packs of these. These fries are literally my favorite to bake. And after that, we had some food that we had to take outside. But I had to do my hair because, boy, did you see how my hair looked when I went outside? Then I went upstairs. I just started cleaning some things. So like the oil that was on the countertops and started wiping that, just to make sure We had a nice clean workspace. And then I went to clean the stove, but you see how hot it is with all that smoke coming up? So I was like, I'm gonna let it be and clean it up later. I went outside because I saw they were making pina coladas. It was so good. It was needed. It was really needed, really refreshing. And then I had to go back to BJ's. This time I took my pina coladas, and then I was kind of like outside just singing. If you guys can guess what song I'm singing right here, I'll shout you out in my next video. If you have me on Snapchat, you should know. So yeah, I went to get some ice, and then I got some shorts for my cousin because we're gonna end up going in the pool later. And then I took my wrist just in case they say something, and they did, but it's okay. It was all jokes.
What time the party start?
Oh, it started. That's why I came back for ice.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. I told him he was just saying I stole because I was black, and it was just funny because we were all black. When I got back to the house, I saw they finished all the mac and cheese, so I had to scrape the sides. And they had already started eating. This is the food we had. We had like 3 different rice. We had different types of meat. We had chicken, we had fish, we had green bananas. This was my plate right here. It was so good. I went back outside. I left the house again and went back outside to get some liquor. I do not condone underage drinking. This was for the parents. And once I got what they wanted, I went back home. I changed into my shorts because, like I said, we're going in the pool. Let me show you how packed it was in my house. All those cars took up the whole parking. But afterwards, this was what was left. So luckily, it wasn't that bad of a mess. We just started cleaning up and putting things away and throwing things out that we didn't need. Like some of these we threw out because they were empty. And then I started ripping the tablecloths off that I spent like a whole hour and a half putting on that morning. It was kind of sad, but we organized the tables and the chairs and just left them there. The next morning we came back and we had to like put all the drinks and the tables and take down the tents. And then we went inside, we took out all the food that was in the trays and we threw them out and put them in smaller trays and smaller bowls. And then I started washing some things outside. Very, very African. But yeah, this thing right here, if it didn't stay outside overnight, like covered in water, I would not have been able to wash it. I used that hose. Ooh, put that hose in jet and it is good to go. And then I took some food and I went to work, and that was basically the end.